If you are tired of seeing just AI slop websites over and over again, today we're going to go over 3 different popular UI UX repositories, and we're going to pair each one for a SaaS app. So in today's video, we're going to be analyzing 3 separate UI UX design tools. The first is Huashu Design, which has 11.4K stars. It's mostly based in China, but they do have instructions in English. The second is Impeccable, which has 24.3K stars. And lastly, we are going to also analyze UI UX Pro Max Skill, which has 73.3K stars. And so in this video, we are going to be using all 3 of these and comparing and contrasting the outputs of each of these designs. So in this video, I have prepared an app called LOL, which is a sleep app. And I essentially gave each one of these the same exact prompt, and these results will be based on a one-shot prompt. So with that being said, let's just get straight into it and compare and contrast these 3. So before we get into it, let's quickly discuss what we asked it to build. Essentially, I gave it a very broad topic. So we were tasked to create LOL, a SaaS sleep coaching app. It's in the wellness category, professional audience, hero plus 3 features plus testimonial plus pricing. So a very simplistic prompt. And then from there, each skill was called onto building such an app. And essentially 1 page of HTML was produced. Let's just get straight into it. So the first is Huashu Design. So looking at the website, it's fairly simplistic. We have LOL right here, which is a minimal design. And then we have the hero, which again is very minimal. Just says the hours before sleep deserve more than a tracker. I like the fact that everything is lowercase, so it feels a lot more casual. There's just more personality that goes through when everything is like lowercase. Here are the 3 features that it wrote. Sleep is not a metric. To optimize, it is a room for you to walk slowly. Number 1, arrive, lower the noise of the day. Number 2, breathe at the speed of dusk. And number 3, a reading you do not have to finish. And then here's the feature of the app. So again, I gave it super broad, but it looks like this is an app that just like dims your phone, I think. I actually really like that concept as an app itself. I think that could be quite useful. And then a testimonial, like what people said. So this is the testimonial, no stars nor anything. So it's very simplistic, all text. Instead of quotes, you have these little brackets and then some stats, 23 minutes, zero notifications. And then lastly, a CTA. So overall, it's actually pretty nice. And honestly, I think this kind of fits in with the theme of the app, which is an app that gently reminds you to go to sleep. So next, let's just go into the code base and let's quickly explore what makes this different than just Claude code. So actually this design language does more than just like design websites. So it does like an HTML deck, editable PowerPoint, motion design, design variations. Overall, I think the design language is just very minimalistic, very simplistic, and you'll have these really clean motion graphics that will say more than what's on the screen. The motion design engine's nice. I actually could see myself using this for actually making these videos. Instead of going through hyperframes to create motion graphics, so I might try to use this to see if it's better. And then you have HTML slides, which again is very nice. I actually might use this in these videos. Overall, you can tell that what was created for us is pretty on par with their design language. It didn't stray too far from what it showcases. Overall, you have the simplistic, minimalistic text with highlighting of certain important numbers or graphics to look at. It does have anti-AI slop rules, which goes against purple gradients, emoji icons, rounded corners, as well as enter for fonts. So overall, it did what it did. I think I would probably rate this maybe a solid 6 out of 10. I think it's good. It's a little bit on the simplistic side, too much text for me. But overall, if this is what your design language is, you should definitely go for this. Another thing I would say about the actual repo itself is that even though we're reading the readme.en.md, this repo is originally in Chinese. And if you even look at the commits, it is committed in Chinese. So security wise, it's probably fine, but if you want to read certain commits or certain comments, it's going to be a little bit hard. Going to our next one is Impeccable. Once again, we asked Impeccable to design the exact same thing, which is LOL, which again was a very broad prompt we gave it. So here, sleep is your place. We help you find the way back. So very similar to Huashu Design, especially this first hero section. Next, we go into how it works. 4 small acts in an order of tired mind can follow. Dim the day, loosen the body, empty the head, carry you under. I really like this custom design. It has these little sound waves here, and then it says dim, body, page, carry as the 4 steps that it mentioned up here. That's really cool that it can make these dynamic graphs. The next section is why people stay, which I think is a testimonial section. We have a regular looking quote / testimonial component here. And then it mentions certain logos. I don't think this really makes too much sense. Next is a pricing, which to me looks, I think, a little bit too simplistic. Names the price in sentence form. It says it's $6 a month or $54 for a year. There's no free tier. I think I would like to see just a graphic, even though most people are just attuned to be looking at cards instead of sentences for pricing. And lastly, I'm not sure what this is, but I think it's probably like a waitlist or some CTA where you can enter your email here. Overall, I think this is okay. I don't really love the layout here. I think Washu Design's layout is a little bit easier to follow. Especially this is good because it will look exactly the same on mobile as it would look on desktop. Let me pull up mobile here. So it looks exactly the same. But I think on desktop, it looks a little bit too skinny, honestly. And I think it's just hard to read what section you're on. I don't know what this 02 tonight means. 03, why people say that makes sense. But pricing doesn't have the subtitle. And then this when you're ready, I guess makes sense, but it's very general. So overall, I would probably give this a 4 out of 10. But let's go into the actual code base to see what makes this different than the others. If you look at the code base, this is essentially a skill wrapper. So it says that Impeccable builds on that foundation of Claude code, but it gives it with deeper expertise and more control. This essentially fights that AI slop by giving it more opinionated examples. So for example, if you look at typography, here it will explicitly tell what rem font to use for XS, small or base font. It essentially just gives very basic guidelines. It's not too opinionated, as if you see this CSS, all it's doing is text wrap balance or text wrap pretty. So it's not doing too much, but it's just making sure the guide rails are in place. If we go to color and contrast, again, the same thing. It doesn't tell us what colors to use explicitly, but it will say, hey, dangerous color combinations. Don't use light gray on text on white text. Don't use red text on green backgrounds. Again, adding these guide rails, not being too opinionated, to not force this app to say use blue or red or green as the main color. And also there are just 23 different skills or commands that you can use. Bolder designs if you wanted to. You can make quieter designs. You can introduce a color strategy. They're just like, this code base isn't designed for the UI to be built one shot. They really try to embrace the iterative approach, which is probably the approach you should be going down. So even though I didn't love this first shot design here, if you want more guide rails on your current project, give Impeccable a try. Last but not least, this is LOL for UI UX Pro Max. Overall, let's go through it. So, better nights, quieter mornings. The first thing that I see is this is obviously not optimized. Again, it's done in one shot, so we can always explicitly tell it to make this 2 lines. But let's continue. So the first thing we see is a static asset that UX Pro Max made. So we see last night, 7 hours, 42 minutes, deep rest. With the sleep score here, deep sleep, how much REM sleep we got, and then just some insights here. Honestly, these are pretty impressive right off the bat. Then we have a company testimonial trusted by humans at these different companies. And then we go into the features. So you get your personal wind down, quiet biometrics, smarter mornings. And then additionally, we get calm by design, rigorous underneath. So you get sleep score again with a dynamic graph, a softer landing with a custom moon diagram, and then sounds that don't loop. For the testimonial, you get your standard testimonial with stars as well as a product card, and then some stats here. And then lastly, you have a CTA, try LOL free, tonight's a good night to start. The only thing is that even though it's not as AI sloppy as something like this, where this looks extremely generic, this has some features of AI slop, but I think what makes this stand out more than most is you get the really dynamic and customized static assets. So these graphs are really, really nice and beautiful to look at. I was really surprised with even this, where 92 more or less reflects this diagram here. This is like, I would say 90%. You also have this beautiful diagram here. I don't know if this was custom coded, but I probably think it was. And then again, you have another custom asset here. We did not tell it to create these assets. It created it by itself. I think this testimonial is pretty standard. You see a lot of the stars and then the comments here. I don't know how much more the AI could have iterated on this, but overall, I think this is really strong. It did use the purple, which is a sign of AI slop. But if you actually read this README, the thing is that UI Pro Max explicitly tells people not to use purple, but because this is a wellness, I think it's fine for this use case. I would actually like to test this more to see if purple is actually the default. So if we do, I don't know, say an active wear e-commerce, they better not be using purple as the main theme in that case. So if we go to UI UX Pro Max, you actually can click this here, which shows pretty much how everything works. You have your prompt here, build a landing page for a pet grooming service, the AI reasons, and then the thing that makes this different than most is that it will search a design database. So it has a database, 39 website demos gallery here, where it basically shows different real world examples of separate apps. So if we look at the health and wellness app here, you can look at the demo here. So find your inner peace. This does look a little bit AI sloppy, but these essentially will start to act as the exact layout that UI UX Pro Max will follow. So going to real estate, if we click real estate luxury, we'll have a search bar here. We'll have some options here. Expert agents, fitness and gym app is more like bold, darker. The layouts are different. So the thing that makes this different is that because we have different demos for different categories, even though it might generate pretty basic looking like testimonials, the layout will always look different depending on what subcategory you use. And actually, if you read the README, they actually have 161 industry specific reasoning rules. So just know that whatever app you're making, if you're making a mood tracker and then you're making a restaurant app, it's going to look probably dramatically different from one app to the next. To give a score, I'd probably give this 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Some of these custom like dynamic assets are really beautiful to look at. I did this literally in 5 minutes and it probably is responsive on mobile. So like, yeah, it looks even pretty decent on mobile. So like overall, this is really strong for a first pass. I think it's also the most comprehensive. If you look at the general styles, there are 49 general styles. I think they just have the most optionality for combining and giving baselines for different apps. And I think the stars tell a similar story where this has 73K stars. The others have less than 25,000 stars. So that being said, let me know which one you prefer, whether it be Hashu Design, Impeccable, or UI UX Pro Max. If you're building an MVP and don't want AI slop, you should use one of these 3 UI libraries. I don't think you'll go wrong with either one. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.